There we go, we went live. Great. Okay, welcome to the stream. As with every week so far, we're trying to build a game engine. We're not that far. Basically, we got a triangle on the screen. We've got that for a couple of weeks now. And, well, for 2 weeks. That's technically a couple. But we're trying to get rid of all the ugly code at the minute, making it into something more, well, obfuscated, more encapsulated, just following more like general good coding guidelines and principles, so that we can like do things like hide the Windows API and even reuse parts of it. And that's all what we're gonna continue today in a second. But before we get into that, how has your day been? Mine has been pretty good. I'm super stoked today because I have like a new setup to do the streams. Normally I had like a small drawing tablet that I use as a second screen where I had like my OBS open and the chat open. Today, well, this week I finally got a second screen, so now it's on the right side. It's massive. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs open, and it's about the size of like it's like my normal the laptop I'm programming on. Yes, you heard that right. It's a laptop. It's quite small. So compared to the screen of my laptop screen is like a third of this. Well, like yeah. I mean, it's like at least half of the size bigger. So that's a lot more screen space to work with, which is why I have a lot more room to put things in. So I have now my YouTube and my OBS and my notes all open on one monitor instead of having one tab and having to switch in between. So that's gonna be great. Oh, but if I'm looking over to the right side instead of going to the left side like I was before, chat is on the right side this time. I might actually want to get my drawing tablet in at some point again, because then I could actually use it to draw like diagrams. That would be nice as well. Hello. We're gonna make a game engine in a second, or at least try to. I will get to that in a second, don't worry. You just started the stream. It's only like 2 minutes. Hold on, we're getting the pleasantries out of the way. But that being said, that was all the pleasantries I had planned, so we can actually just switch over to the game engine stream. So let's do that. It's weird it's on the right side. Transition, there we go. Boom. We got code open now. Okay, so let's show off what we had before. It's not that impressive though. You're gonna be disappointed now. Oh, it's on my second screen again. Okay, there we go. There it is. We have a triangle. It's colored, it has a blue background, got a window and everything set up as well. But that's all we have. And I mean, this is like 90% of what a game engine is. It's drawing graphics on the screen, and we can do that now. But it's not in a pretty way. Mostly what we've been trying to do is get rid of this main file, which we've done pretty much, but we just put it in a separate file, which is render API. So now it's time to get rid of that one as well, and split up things even more and more and more until we got a clean API to work with, and then we can even like hide the Windows API from it, because somewhere in here, I think it's in the where's the thingy? Wait, that should work, right? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's Windows API in here. There's like all of this stuff. There's the window. The window includes Windows API, I think. Yeah, so we want to get rid of that as soon as possible. That's not good. So, program a game, not a game engine? Well, you need a game engine to program a game. Okay. Unless you're using Unity or anything like that, but that's not the point of this. The point is to make it all from scratch, which is why you need a game engine first. So, where did we leave off? I think what we did last time is just put everything in this file. And yeah, I think maybe it's time to make like the base application. Because we have this like sample application, which just contains the main file. And we have kind of like a game loop in here. But that's what we're gonna try and work on today, I think. Get rid of that, hide all of this inside the class as well. So this is just a nice main function. Actually, we should technically hide this as well, but that's problems for later. Okay. Although I did see that we have like a bunch of things in here as well that we could get a little bit cleaner. Because we have like a swap chain here. And then we create a swap chain. These could all be their own separate class and managed objects and all that sort of thing, so we don't have to worry about it. That's what I already did here, but I made my own kind of unique pointer for their dex types. That just calls release, so you don't have to worry about that. But like the frame index, fence events, stuff like that. What we did do last week, which I think is pretty nice, is we can set the width and the height. So if we change this, we can actually set a different width and height instead of doing it in 17 different locations. So that's nice. Okay. What's the first thing to do? I should really just make a plan for these things before I jump into a stream. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's see. So we got the window. We don't worry about this for now. So, yes, we need to group everything into its own app class. Because now we have the render API and the window, but they reference each other. And that's not what we want. We want them to be separate things. Or at least be able to pass information to each other. Because I think the render API has like this window handle, which it doesn't need. Right, we just want to make that as simple as possible. And we might want to pass the window handle, but we shouldn't include like the full window class in here. We should only mainly just have the window handle. Why do we pass the whole window in here? That does not make sense. Like, get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. And then window handle, we do need to get this. I don't know where that is. Oh, and we also have some stuff in here that's apparently not needed. So let's get rid of that and put it maybe in this file. Yep, apparently we do that. Need to do that. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of moving code around today again. That makes sense. It does make sense. We got all of that. We do need the window handle. I don't know. Where is it getting this from? Ah, it's probably in one of these two. So it's fine-ish. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, and then this is bad. Having windows just straight in here, that's bad. But for now, it's fine. We need to make a common API at some point, but for now, it's fine. Same here, it's also fine. I do know, why do we not have to include windows here? I think it's because it's already included in one of the other headers. Okay, so there was some other stuff in here. There's still like these two, but I'm guessing that's all for these. Oh, and we need to know the size because this has the release function, doesn't it? Yikes. Wait, why do we need this? This has... We have an inline file. Why the hell is this not inline? Yoink this. No, that's fine. We can actually leave it for now. Not sure. Not sure what to do with this. I want to get rid of those includes and just pre-declare all of these. But somehow we need the size. I think it's for this release function. So even what requires, we still need that, I think. What the hell are you talking about? This is all fine. Do we find the same scope as the name before? It is in the name same scope. What are you talking about? Oh, I know what we can do today. We can start working about enabling some warnings. That's actually a good idea as well. Okay, that sounds like a good plan. Do some CMake stuff, that's gonna be great. Looking at some compiler flags, that's gonna be awesome as well. Okay, so I think we're gonna be working on build system today. And then also continue more on it. But I think the build system will be a little bit nicer because we're gonna have to make a lot of projects soon. Because we need like a core lib, we need like a core library, we need another render core, I think, which will encapsulate the render API. It's gonna be a little bit of a mess of projects, and having like a generic thing that we can use, so that we can reuse the CMake code. That would be useful. Okay, that sounds like a plan to me. So first things first, we need to make a CMake directory in our folder that I don't have open. Hold on. Boop. You there, you go on that tablet. Okay, that's better. Okay, so where do we get in here? I should definitely just not show you all of this, but oh well. Okay, this is the engine. We need a CMake folder in here, so let's make a new CMake folder. And this will have our object system, build system. How do we call it? Let's do a text document. Homebrew object system. Let's call it like HB CMake helpers. CMake helpers. .cmake. There we go. Yes, I'm sure I want to change the extension every single time it does this. Open it. Okay. Dismiss. I don't want to use C-line. Oh my god. Okay. What do we want to put in here? Let's look at the CMake documentation because I forgot how to make a function call. Okay. CMake function. Basically gonna make a lot of these functions or macros. Either way, it's fine. Let's also look at macro because I know they're different, but I'm not sure if there's like a preferred one. Okay, so start a macro, define a macro that takes arguments. Yes, per legacy, the end macro commit emits an additional name argument. We don't need that. So that's 4.2. This is also 4.2. Is there argument? See also, no. Macro versus function. This is exactly what I need. This is good documentation. Learn from it. DirectX. Macro command is very similar to function command. Nonetheless, there are a few important differences. In a function, the arguments are true variables in the CMake sense. In a macro, they are not. They are string replacements. It says number of consequences. Okay. Another difference between macros and functions is control flow. A function is executed with transferring control from the calling statement to the function body. A macro is executed as if the macro is pasted. Okay, so a macro is just an inline function to be, well, something like that. This has the consequence that the return in a macro, but it does not determine the end of the function, rather control flow of the full scope of the function. So that's the, we don't need a return in macros at all. Okay. Makes sense? It's not a variable. So how do you do it? You can use... Oh, you need to actually expand the variables. Okay. So macro for each list. Note that if you have a variable within the same name in the function. Oh boy. Okay, I think I'm gonna use macros because I don't have to pass along the functions. Since for what I'm using it will be useful. RFA, yeah, that makes sense. And a function, we need to pass the arguments, right? So let's make macros. So we do begin macro, no, just macro, the name, and then the arguments. Okay. So we're gonna do macro, HB add executable, right? And then end macro. What do we all need to place in here? Well, I'm not sure. Let's pin this because we're working on it. I don't care about these for now. The main I'll leave there. Okay, so sample application has it. this is what we're gonna be doing, right? We're gonna do that, and we're also gonna set the link libraries up. We're also gonna set the includes up. That's also gonna make sense. So we basically need to do all of this, right? Also the Win32, I'm not so sure. For now, we're just gonna plop it in there. But because we have this helper, we could just change it in the helper and it will be fine. So arc1 will be, can we give this names, or where's my, does it show an it does not show an example. Great. Invocation, and then arguments. Okay, so we can do that, and then the first thing we're gonna have is the name. That's the name. No, project name. Then the second thing we're gonna do is sources. Okay, let's start with that. And then we're gonna just copy all of this over for a second. And that will add executable with project name, and that we have to expand, so we have to do the macro thing, which is horrible on a Xerte keyboard. No, not that one. This one. No, this one. Yes. Project name. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. So that will expand project name, win, and sources. That's all that. The win we want to get rid of, so I'll add a comment, get rid of win32 at some point. Makes sense, right? So far. So we did that. Set target properties of the project name. Actually, we don't need to do that here. Target link libraries we also don't need to do. No. Okay, that's all we need to do actually. But we will do like an add include directories, I think. Yes. Which is specified in render API already. Target include directories, there we go. So we copy that into, where's the pinned one? This one. Target include directories with the project name, public, and CMake current source there, yes. Why is there type? There's not a typo. Just don't tell me there's a typo in there as well. Oh my god. If only it knows CMake. Okay, so that's the add executable. We're gonna do the same for add library. And that's gonna be even. It's gonna be basically the same, but add library call. Yes, this. And then we're gonna go with that. We don't need to get rid. We're gonna add library with the project name. There, target properties we don't need to worry about. They don't work anyway. Target link libraries we don't need to worry about either. That. I think that's it. For now. That's all we need to worry about. So we can replace this with, oh, we need to general include, which we can put in the general CMake include, which is in here. I'm gonna open it. Yeah, there we go. Is it import? Is that the statement? I don't remember. Import. I don't remember what the import is. Where's my... No, that's the wrong one. CMake import. CMake file. Including a CMake file. That's what we're trying to do. Why is it That's a lot of... No, that's not what I do. Import and exporting. No, maybe. Add custom importing libraries. No, that's also not what I want to do. No. Helper. Include. There's an include. Can I just include? Would that work? Include, and then we're gonna do, which is this folder, cmake, and then hp cmake helpers .cmake. That should work, and then let's put it in quotation marks just to be sure that works. Bam, there we go. And then we can replace add executable by hp add executable, and we don't need to win32 anymore. There we go, and that's all we need for now. And this one, I hope this is opening it in Explorer. Is that the right one? It is. Okay, save. Sample application, same thing. Oh, that was this one. This one, we're gonna get rid of dark include directories. Don't need that, and we're gonna do hp add library, and this will do all of that for us. Well, all of that single line, right? And that's all that. And then, is there any more? Oh, I only have 2 applications. Okay, well, that's it. So let's see if we can rebuild. I might need to do a advanced. Where's the advanced build actions? Not here. Solution. No. Is it here? No. Okay, maybe the build tab has it. Build settings? No. No. God. Oh my god. Rebuild solution. Okay. Let's see. Okay, that just straight up failed. The file. And what's the error? CMake cannot determine the linker language for target render API. Huh. Okay. So where did I mess up? Target include directories, add library, add library. Huh. Let's see. Where's the render API one? What was it before? Where's the main one? That's not the main one. This one is the main one. That should all be fine. Yeesh. Okay, let's try this for a second. Let's do a little bit of magic in here by doing cmd. What's the build command again? Is it change directory build cmake build cmake this. Can't determine linker language. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's find out what this means. Yes. But I think I specified that, right? CMake standard. Where's what? I've never had to specify the linker language before. Okay, so cannot determine. Stack Overflow time. You added a target. Target contains only header file CMake documentation. I don't. This is weird. Okay. How does it happen now but not before? So we do that, we do that. We have included this. I'm not sure if it's include. Let's find out. Include .cmake file. Include, yes. Which will give us access to the macros. So far, I get that. That makes sense. So then why we include we add the subdirectory, we add that one will pass it along, that's all fine. Just for argument's sake, let's paste this in here as well and see if that does anything. Rebuild solution. No. Wait, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. This file cannot be found. I'm confused. Render API, first of all, has everything I need. So basically, if we just do this and then rebuild the solution, it will work. At the moment, yeah, I know there's a compile error, not a build error. The moment I do this, the moment we get to the macro, did I mess up the macro? Project name sources. Project name, target include directories, project name, that, and that. That makes sense. Am I missing something? Let's copy this macro, put it inside here. We're going to do this step by step, right? Macro, let's do like a dad library so we don't get any multiple thingies. Okay. Let's call that like files, because it might give issues otherwise. That, and then let's rebuild. CMake cannot determine linker language for target render API. Okay, outside of the macro, yoink this, put it in here. Projects, sources. Project name was render API. Render API, render API. This will build. No issue. Okay, put this in here with just project name. No, render API and sources. Let's just do that. Same with this. Put it in here with just that. Okay. And now we need to call it still. That with proj files. It doesn't really matter what we put in there because we're not going to use it. Okay. Rebuild solution. This is how you debug, people. That still works. Okay. Let's put the render API in there. Right, that's just a name. And then this will replace with this with project name. Advanced rebuild solution. Still fine. So the compile, it compiles, so it found that. Okay, render API, we do the same, but with this. Okay, I'm pretty sure it will still work. It's gonna be the files that's gonna be the issue. So you might need to do sources and sources. Oh, I think I know what the issue is. Yeah, it's me being an idiot. I need to do this. I need to do this. Wait, hold on. Up. There we go. And then I can remove this. And this. Stupid me. Yeah, of course I need to expand the variable. Oh, no, apparently not. Still gives an issue. Ha. Okay, maybe not so stupidly then. Let's get back to this part. We do sources, let's call it files though, so we don't get any issues again. Or do we just do this? And that's the issue. No sources given. It's a copy, right? So okay. Let's get some echoes in here. How hard is C++ to learn? Well, Pro Cookie Muncher, it's reasonable. The basic concepts are the same as in any other programming language, but you just have to deal with memory management. It's not that hard to learn. You just need to keep your head with yourself. Like if you request some memory from the operating system, you also need to make sure that you clear it again. Those are things you get used to. Other than that, I would try starting with another programming language. C++ is not the easiest one to start with. Just even to get the, like, it's hard. It's hard because if you know C++, you can basically switch over to like Java or Java, Python, C# at any time. The other way around is a bit harder. But I do suggest maybe starting with C#. It's very similar to C++, but you don't have to worry about the memory management to start with. So that's kind of easier, I think. That's the wrong button. Other than that, if you really want to, you can learn C++ as a first language. There's enough sources about it to work with it. It's just, yeah, it has its ups and downs. It is one of the harder languages to know. Let's see if I can figure out CMake. Okay, so echo. What does the echo say? Unknown command. It's not echo, is it? What's the print command? It's just print? No, it's message. Oh. Okay. So sources says just sources. Oh. Okay, and if I do this, sources, will it just print them out, all of them? Okay, so this is the argument caveat that we're talking about, I think. So now sources will just have files, which is just the first one. But we want this, and then what we want to do is not do this, but horrible this. We need to expand it twice. Then we can get rid of this. I think that should work in this one now. So rebuild solution. Yeah, see, that works. Okay, so what do we do is, it's because it's a macro, I will just copy this inside of here. So if you reference it, we just get sources, but we want to get what's inside sources, so we need to reference it. Well, we just need to unload it again. So let's do that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of this macro. Right, we can get rid of this. And then we can fix our script one, because sources, we need to unwrap it twice. I don't know what the correct term for this is actually. I just call it unwrapping it. Referencing it and storing it, I don't know. Project name all makes sense. Same one over here actually. I don't know why that one is not complaining. There we go. And then rebuild all. And that should wait. No sources given to sample application. Did I mess up? Oh, no, I know why it works. Because I already unwrapped it, didn't I? Yeah, I can't unwrap it. I need to do that. There we go. Oh, that's a bit annoying to get used to. Rebuild solution. Okay. CMake. Done. We got ourselves like a helper class thingy here. So if we need to change like anything, we can change it here. I don't know actually what we want to put in all of this. I do know that compilers options are a global thing. We're also gonna put that in a separate file. So that's what I'm gonna do now, I think. It's compiler option and linker options. So we already have this homebrew one. Let's put that here. Where we do like include this. We're also gonna do like compiler linker options, compiler options, and then we're gonna do the same with linker options, and then we're gonna make those two files, which is in here. So we're gonna just copy paste that twice. Compiler options and linker options. And then we're going to open these two files in here as well. There we go. And I need to look up compiler and linker options now. So let's open the CMake. I will open it on my second screen this time because I will need to reference it a little bit longer. So let's, although maybe no, we'll do it the old-fashioned switching way. So let's go for CMake compiler flags, compiler options. This. Add options to the compile options. These options are used when compiling language from the current directly below. And then add linker options is the other one. So we have all the compile options we want to add, right? Okay. And then if we add more, let's see, we're gonna add like debug and release, right? At least. We can't do everything in debug, so we'll need to also do it. So we'll need to have some CMake defines that say which compiler options are gonna be used for which configuration. That's why we put it in separate files. Where's the list though? Okay. Example to set per language, use that. Let's see if it's in here, the compile options. No. Yes. Compile flags? No. Compile definitions? No. Okay. So we're gonna have to look at the MSVC. CMake MSVC compile options. Okay, compiler. Does it it not show me like a list? Or is it not just a CMake one? I have to look at all of it. Ah, it's gotta be horrible. I don't know all the compile options by flag. So let's do that, because it's gonna be, yes, this is the list I'm looking for. Okay, find a compiler option by category. Okay, that's gonna be great. Optimization. Okay, so dynamic debug, no, we don't need that. No small code first, no fast code, meh, maybe. We can only do one. Deprecated, generate intrinsic. We want to do fast code. So that's O2. Okay, so we want to at least add O2. So let's open our script to add, let's say at the top MSVC, add compile option, open bracket, close bracket here, and then the first one is, wait, what is it? This one. That one. Okay, that's one. Done. I do want to check what this one does. Inline function expansion. By default, when expansion occurs of auto inlining. Two. Remarks, the compiler treats inline expansion option keyword. There's no guarantee that the function will be can disable. Okay. Okay, so we can do OB3 as well, which will help inline more if we need it. Not sure. We could do a little bit of help in the future. Create small code. Okay, for small code, more aggressive. Inline. Okay, let's see what else. What else? I think that's all of his. What is OT and what? The OS and OT component specified in the favorite sense. Is this? I don't know. Okay, we already do that with O2. Maybe we will have to do these separately. Either way, that's all fine. Code generation, I don't think we need to worry about it for now. Let's see, we don't have address sanitizer. What is this? Optimized for Windows application. Oh. GPI speed access to Windows-based programs to that compiler option. Well, I don't think that can be a bad thing. Like half of these things I don't know what they do. Let's just worry about the ones we actually need at the minute. I don't think we need to worry about that. Output files is all fine. We don't need to do that. Preprocessor, I don't think we need to worry about that either. Header units, don't think we need to worry about that either. Enable coroutines. Okay, so C++ 20, we will add that one in there. Let's put it at the top. That makes sense, right? I'll just put this one as obvious. Yes, a little bit of fun in there. Okay, suppresses that. Yada yada yada. Single inheritance, I don't care about that. C7, I think we don't need to worry about all of these yet. That's gonna be if we actually want to do more, like PDB generation, we also don't need to worry about that for now. Linking, it's not what we need to worry about. Miscellaneous. Execution, fast fail. Help kernel, TC, ATF8, maybe. Diagnostics. Set output level to warning 4, please. Max warning level. Are these jobs for junior engine developers? Yes, they are. This is literally what I... well, I have to touch CMake files in my job as well. And I am a junior engine developer, so yes. Definitely a job for junior engine developer. Okay, so WAll we should also put on. I will hurt the beginning, because we're gonna have to fix some things that we don't want to fix, but warnings, that's good. Disable specified, okay. Experimental, we're not gonna worry about that. Deprecated, we're not gonna worry about it. Okay, so I think the most we can actually still get from is like this Z flag, because I know Z7 is actually quite a good one, but we're not gonna worry about it for now. Also, like these features, probably we'll need them in the future. What is this context expression? Yeah, see, we might have to do the backtrace things eventually, but we don't have to worry about that now. These are just pre-processed things. I don't think we need to worry about that. And then VLang maybe as well. Runtime checks don't need to worry about. These though, at some point we will. Hop RAM global data optimization, that's actually pretty good. We can actually do that already. What does this mean? Package global data and combat section of optimization. Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it for now, but we can look at it in the future. I'm not sure if all of these will work, because we might have to... well, I actually want all of these enabled. Maybe this one will not work in debug, we'll see. Okay, so I put them all in the linker options. I'm an idiot. Going this, put them in the compiler options. Okay, that's all fine. It should still build. Rebuild solution. It might complain about some flags. I didn't put that one on. What does that even mean, RTC1? That was one of these, right? It was one of the runtime diagnostic. No, not the diagnostic checks. I thought it was. Oh no, it's the... no, not these, not these. It's the code generation one. These. C1. Fast runtime checks. Users enable communication. I didn't put that on. Oh. Okay, so it's only in debug. So we're gonna have to do... oh, this is gonna be annoying. We can do that, some kind of add compile option for like a target compile option. No, not target compile. Is it like a config compile option? Oh, I know how to do it. Yes, okay. Whew, this is gonna be a little bit tricky. We're gonna make a macro at the top. Which is macro. This might not be the best way. Add compile HP add compile option. Actually, we can store this in the other file. That will work. So we're gonna put this in the helper one. Yoink. Put it in here. and the macro. And will be option. And then we will have all the arguments that are in there will be the lists, right? So we will have hold on, how do we do this? We're gonna make a list basically, right? So we're gonna make define for list. So let's set let's just do it debug compile options. How do we do this properly though? It's gonna be tricky. We could use generated expressions, but I don't want to do that. So learn Rust. Don't use Windows. I mean, it's a choice. What I do want to do though is make it just make it platform independent, so we don't have to work on Windows. We could compile it for Linux or anything else. MSVC is pretty bad, I know that, but for a hobby project, it's the easiest out of the box solution. It's better than Clang to use out of the box, although Clang does have some nice features. But yeah, I mean, making a game engine, you do have like DirectX that comes already with Windows. It's already set up with MSVC, so you got everything that you need to start working on it, and you can still get rid of it if you set it up correctly later on. I do want to make this Windows independent. I do want to make my build system eventually independent of whatever compiler we're going to use. If it's going to be MSVC or Clang, GCC, whatever, at some point we don't need to worry about it. But yeah, MSVC, it's the one I know, so it's the one I'm going to use. Although, yes, you are right, Clang might be better. I do agree with that, but it's just easier. I mean, basics, I only have a triangle on the screen right now. I'm not worrying about too much of the big picture at this minute. Okay, so what was I doing? I was gonna make lists, but I'm not sure how to do it properly, because we want to do it per generator, but then, well, per configuration, because we have debug and release, and we have mid-size, but we don't care about those. Let's specify we can't specify it. Let's find out specifying configs. CMake specify, not compiler, configs. Specify the available tool types and manager races. By the first project to enable command called in a project with a new build return if the CMake configuration is set. It's used, otherwise default. Okay, so we'll need to look at project. Maybe we can specify it there, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it, so then we'll need to use this. Define the CMake configuration types variable when okay, so what is this? And this will just, okay. Depending on situation, is the family tree gets again C build configurations for a single config CMake build type. Okay, so we need to do configuration types and we need to set that to. Okay, so let's worry about this now. So our homebrew, where's homebrew? This one, this is our top one. We're gonna set this one to, what is it? Is it the, what was it? How do we fill it in? The CMake variable, and there's no explicit given. A semicolon separated list. So let's do debug release and shipping at the moment. That will be fine. Let's see if that works still. I'm not sure. We'll need to disable compiler options for a minute, because I want to see if that works first. Rebuild solution. There might be something else I forgot. Internal not set CMake. What? Huh? Required internal CMake variable not set linker flag shipping. Oh, okay. So let's do debug and release for the beginning, because we don't have shipping set yet. Rebuild solution. Okay. So we got debug and release. Okay, let's do debug. Release. There we go. So we got those set up. And these are out of the box apparently. And then we'll need to do some magic here per configuration, which we could generate expression, use generator expressions for, but can we do add compile options? It's just option, right? Example. Language white flags used for language when used to build. These flags will be passed to all language compiler decom. Before, okay, so we just need to change it to these lists. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so we don't need to do add compile options. We just need to make our own function, which is in CMake helpers. Just add compile option, and it will add it to all of these. Main issue with CP is that, whoa, that's a lot of text. Calm down. Main issue with C++ is issues that Rust solves, and Rust do not make issues if you can use unsafe, if you know what you're doing though. That's all fine. I'm just learning Rust, but it already has everything except coroutines. Coroutines are banned in C++ API, but in Rust do not invoke allocation for state. So I probably will rewrite my framework in Rust and remade vberg on Rust instead of. No, you don't need target compile options. You can just make the list and it will add it when you make the project. You don't need target compile options. I will make my own compile options. I am by no way doing this in the correct way. I'm just making it work for me. That's the only way I know how to do things. And if it's bad, I'll learn about it later on, and then we can work about fixing that later on. I do know that Rust provides safety, but I do like C++ because it's unsafe, because you have to manage everything yourself. It gives you so much more control. To be fair, I've not looked into Rust yet. I do know it's used quite a lot in the game. I mean, it's coming up for like games and stuff, and as a programming language, because it's basically a better version of C++. Although I just like programming in C++. I like the unsafety. It drives me insane, but it makes me feel good when I actually solve something. So, I mean, I'll keep it at that. Okay. So we'll have options, and then we have No, you can disagree with me all you want. I'm not gonna change it. I do like that you have a strong opinion though. You used C++ for 3+ years? Yeah, I mean, it's not because you want to force people to use another language that means I need to use that language, right? CMake compile flags. So we need to do a for each probably. Okay, for each. How does for each and CMake work again? Oh, there are so many things you should just know that I don't. Thank God for documentation. Thank God the CMake documentation is so good. So for each loop variable item, again, that makes sense. For each config in, what is it? This one, arg in. You will abandon C++? Well, C++ is maybe too old, but I mean, it's still developing. It's still quite used in the industry. I mean, it's fine. It's fine to use. Okay, so let's see if this actually works and I'm a genius or not. Okay. I can't type. That won't work. Fig. There we go. And then do we just do list append, right? You can do more than enough with C++. I know Rust might be a better version of C++ in some ways, but that doesn't mean that C++ inherently is a bad language. It doesn't have a lot of the safety mechanisms built in, but if you know how to navigate those problems, it's still a very solid language, and some of the best programs are made on C++. So it's fine, especially if you still want to go low level. If you want to optimize for memory, if you want to optimize for speed, Rust might limit you in some ways. Now, I'm saying all of this not having used Rust. This is how I've perceived it from the people around me that have used it, that have talked about it, about the industry as a whole. I'm not seeing it shifting too much in the Rust favor at the minute, just because there's that much experience in C++. I'm not talking about Rust being a C++ version, I'm talking about the concept of it. Okay, where was I? Lost at the minute. I need to do a list add. How do I do a list add again? List, and you get the documentation. It's great. It's list append. That's it. Okay. List append this list with the option. I think that might work. I'm not 100% sure though. Just like C++, you wait 5 years and all the same C++ will just learn Nest and there be no new apps on C++. Well, see, that might be the case, but we're not that far yet. I'm still learning C++. I'm still... I'm still gonna use C++. It's the one I'm comfortable with. I'm not gonna learn a new language to make a new tool at the minute. That might be a mistake. That might not be, but I'll take my chances. And if it happens to be a mistake in the end, I will rewrite this whole thing in Rust. File option. Okay, come on, learn to type. That will help. Add compile options. Did I type it correctly here? Add compile options. No, add compile option. It's a single one. Makes more sense. And then we are gonna do this for debug release. There we go. Now we're gonna do that. Yoink this, paste it here. Actually, can we do this? Would be amazing if we could. Oh. Okay, and then to work with it. Okay. O2 we learned we can only do in release. Probably OB3 we also can do only in release. Warnings we can enable in everything. I'm missing one. Max warning level. Oh, I just didn't do that. Okay. W all. I can just do all. Enable all warnings. I do like your sense of just sheer love for Rust that you're trying to convince me to change to Rust. That's admirable. But just because it is an up-and-coming language, or it might already have some footing in the industry, doesn't mean I need to use it. It's not the go-to language yet. It's not at the part where it's the only language you should do. C++ does still have like quite a deep foothold in the industry, and that won't go away that fast. Now, what are the chances that will work? In Rust, if you make an error that will blow up, you just get the error, or if the mid plate not Rust guarantees, then it will still blow up. But because of, well, it should be your fault. Rust hides, no, that's not true. As you explain it there, right? You're telling me if there is an error, it is the programmer's fault. In Rust, if you made that error, you just get the error. That's also what happens if you write correct code in C++, by the way. In C, no, not so much. In C, it will just crash. In C++, you have all the ways to guarantee. You can write a search. You have contracts now. Well, in C++ 23, you have all ways of making your codes more safe. Does that mean it's as safe as Rust? No, but it is safe enough. It is safe enough to work on. Okay, so would this work? Let's see, we got that, we got it enabled again. Let's see if my whole thing crashes. I think it will, but we'll see. Rebuild solution. I did something wrong, great. Unknown command, AP compile option, that's great. Where? We could not load file. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, C++ is contracts are C++ 26. You are right. Okay. So function is missing a. Oh, it's missing an and somewhere for each. Oh, it's the for each that's missing. Oh, and there's a missing and for each. That's why I'm not used to. Let's put it that way. I'm not used to no autocomplete. Let's put it that way. I'll get back into your discussion in a second. Let me just fix this first. Okay. We need at least some progress today, right? Okay, still working. What did you say at this point? Okay, C will live forever? Yes. That will be as part of C++. That will be as just C on its own. That will be as part of Rust. That will be as part of C#. That will be as part of anything else that uses C. You can't validate CPP in the way Rust validates. I don't need it to. I have more than enough validation in C++, and that might mean that some errors might go unnoticed, but it's my fault for writing bad code. Okay. Optional? No. I'm gonna try and avoid the standard library because it's slow. But I will make my own alternatives for optional, for expected. No accept, of course I'm gonna use no accept at some point. But see, this is the thing. I'm making a game engine. Game engines throwing errors is bad. So you basically don't have errors in game engines at all. Well, not errors, exceptions, right? You don't have exceptions. Let's see. So what is going on here? Blah blah. Unknown command, HP compile option. Did I type it wrong? Oh, I forgot to add. That's a me mistake. That's a silly mistake. And I should learn shortcuts for that as well. Let's line this out a little bit nicer. Is this the best way to do it? Maybe not, but it's fine for now. Okay. That's my way of doing it. That's the cool part. Oh, it works. That's interesting. So I have debug and release should be better anyway. I might just build for release, to be honest. Unless, yeah, we might need debug at some point, but release is fine for now. Sample application. Let's actually build the whole thing. Oh, we did, right? Oh, there's no errors. I doubt it. Is there no warnings? Didn't we have warnings? Why is this not handled? Warnings, errors. Is WX? Did I forget one? Where's my... Oh, I removed the MSVC. Compiler options. Warnings. Okay, that's not there. Okay, great. Listed by option. W all. Where's warnings? That's errors. WE? No, that doesn't make sense. Is it WE? What is it? Suppress, specify, so we have that all. And then warning as errors is WX. I still need that one. I forgot about that one. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. There. We add a different one. And then, oops. Warning as errors. There we go. And then we build everything. And now we should have some... Wait a minute. No, I need to rebuild CMake first. That build icon is so weird. I would expect that build icon to rebuild my solution first, but it doesn't. Also, it should see that the dependencies have gone awry, but it doesn't. Okay, so that's the CMake build. Let's see if we can build that. Let's build the solution. Build succeeded. Do we have problems? Do we have warnings as errors? Huh? Is that not a compiler warning? No, okay. Try and learn Vim? I thought about it. See, I think Vim would be nice to learn, but it's so daunting. It's not something I want to do on stream. It's not something I want to learn at my job. So I need to do it in my spare time, and I have not have the time to do it. Okay. Blowing up debugging allocator traces. Yes. I like things to blow up in my code base. That's means it's working. No, I'm kidding. No, there is something fun at having like a very annoying debugging session. Especially if the error is something very simple. Okay, this is enough warnings for now. Oh no, that's why it doesn't work. I need this. Ugh. Maybe it will work now. Or maybe there's just no... Come on, rebuild the solution. Or maybe there's just not any warnings. Okay, that's great. Let's see, I know how to make one. Let's do like an unused variable at some point. Where's the render API? You. Let's do like a HR and then let's put like an int. No, that not here, that will not work. Initialize. No. Is there like a... Oh, see, debug is not enabled, so you not see this, but I should release that. Do we have like a simple function call? We only use like once or something. Here, wait for it for frame. Let's put like a 1 in there. And then let's in there put an int I, not use it. Okay, I have it somewhere else. No, that would work. You go here. Let's go int I. That's int 1, int I. Go to here. I think it's used one other place. Here. Okay, so let's put 1 in there. This should give me a warning. It doesn't? Ugh. This should give me an unused variable. I am 100% sure this should be an unused variable. Okay, so why is that not working? What do we think? Is it because it needs to be debug and release? Maybe? Maybe. No? Okay. I don't get it. That should definitely fail. Interesting. Let's set the n here. Message. CMake. Let's compile. Compile flags. Debug. Rebuild solution. Okay, and maybe also just maybe expand the variable. That would also be nice. At least it's fast to build now. Okay. And what is it complaining about? Call stack. I'm guessing it doesn't find this, but I need to do debug. And then it will find it. And then it does have everything in there. Right. Good. So, what's the issue here? Let's go back to the documentation. CMake language config. CMake language flag? No, that's... Oh. Okay. So add compile options. I need to look at add compile options again. This will just send me to compile options again, isn't it? Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's not CMake compile flags, it's just CMake CXX flags. I think. Let's look at it. Yes. And then let's yoink that and put it in here. Debug. Okay. Wait, hold on, we're getting somewhere. So it is getting there. So guessing we still need to do debug capitals here. And release here. And then rebuild solution. We should see our own flags in there. We see our own flags on top of those. Interesting. So we need to kind of clear those. Although I'm pretty sure it's fine. Okay, so that's all fine. So we should have warnings now enabled. Okay. Rebuild solution. Aha! Okay, that's a lot of command line arguments. Warning, command line. Ignoring unknown RTC. Okay. Yikes. So we need to clear them first. What's the release flags? What's the release flags like? O2 again. O2 again. Let's see. I mean, let's look at an example of CMake language flag. CMake compiler flags per config. Let's see how people do it. Oh. This property has been superseded by compile options. And compile options listen to property. So let's try compile. No, that doesn't make sense. That's compile options, but that's not per. The flags of this variable will be passed before the per configuration config flags. Okay. Interesting. So this one after those. Okay. So we need to clear them first. Okay, so let's clear them. So we're gonna set them as empty. Where is it? This one. These. Set debug and release. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, we're gonna have to work with it again because it will mess up. Why is there still stuff in there? we add this. What? I mean, I don't... That's being weird. It's being weird with me. It's so weird. I don't get it. How? What? What? Best way of adding compiler flags. Let's see. I'm writing. Yeah. Oh, we also have to set this one, I guess. I'm not sure. Do we need to specify the... What did it say? I specified the thing in the project thingy. See, make project. I don't want to specify the languages, I think. Languages, where's languages? Option can also be specified. Okay, short things. Specified programming needs. Supported C and C++. Okay. So let's set CMake CXX standard. No, let's also do the same thing here, but to the C flags. I'm not sure if that will work, but let's do that. And otherwise, we're also just gonna clear this one and this one. Copy and paste that. And then let's rebuild. Might crash. Oh, no, it's still in there. Why is it still in there? I don't get it. What do you say? What are you? It makes no sense to me. They have the exact same flags, but I don't specify these first ones. I only specify this. Do I have to do this? I don't think I have to. Oops, rebuild. Oh. That did work. But what's the list commands? Oh, I had the list commands open. Turns the list length. List dot. Is there no list dot clear? Apparently not. Can I do... Wait a minute. Can I do this? Wait, hold on. Can we do... we're going to this function. Let's do HP compile flags. Okay, let's yoink this. We don't need that. Copy this. So we're gonna do set that debug. Same thing for release. And then we're gonna set these two, not you, cmix you, to release. So boop, 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 boop. Okay, and then same for debug. I don't know if this is the same way of doing it. I just don't want to mess around with a lot of if-defs and if-else checks. So I want to do it this way, so I can just specify which one I want, right? But now I need to do a lot of extra. What? I didn't even click anything. There we go. Extra stuff. But then it doesn't do list expansion apparently. If you just do lists. Okay. This must be called with 2 arguments. Can we do a list join? Yeah, right. What's a list join? Returns a string of using glue a string to join multiple strings. Okay, a list join. List join the list, the glue, which is a semicolon. Okay, and output variable. Maybe that will work. Let's see. And then let's do debug and release. No, debug and debug, you idiot. Rebuild solution. Okay, that doesn't work. List join 6 found. Okay, so I don't need to do this then. Now we're gonna rebuild the solution yet again. How is it still ignoring? Okay, let's do it with space then. I thought it said like it had to be a comma separated value, but oh well. At this point you don't think I know what I'm doing, right? Okay, now invalid numeric argument w all. Huh? Now I'm even more confused. Because that should be fine. Right? What the hell? It's taking me so long to do all of this. I mean, message. Let's print out these things again. Do we get there? Yes. That. Boom, boom, boom. It's all nicely done. It's there. It's exactly what it needs to be. Invalid numeric argument W. Oh, what the hell does that mean? Because MSVC, yes. Okay, so I'm guessing MSVC, VC compiler options. There we go. We went to this page before. I think so. I think it's all uncapitalized. Is that the issue? It's gonna be such a stupid issue. Where's wall here? Where's the wall one? Oh my. If that's the issue, goddamn, we're close then. We're so close. There we go. Okay, it works. Okay, it works. It works. Okay, let's go back to debug for a second, and let's rebuild. Okay, now we're gonna fix all the issues we caused. Oh, we still have to do linker options as well. Oh. Okay. That's a lot of issues. Okay. So, okay. First of all, let's put that underneath our third party. Where's it? You. Let's yoink you underneath third party. So we don't have to worry about those options for those things. That might be a little bit better already. It's still bad. Okay, this is also why you want to hide these dependencies, because they have errors. See, this is all WinBase, in WinBase, in WinLook, in Win, in DirectX 12, in DirectX, yeah, right? Right, this is all not my files. So, to get around that, it's gonna be annoying, but basically, can we get around it? We can make a DLL. No, that will still cause the issue. What we can do is pragma warning off. We can do a pragma warning disable. Can we do a pragma warning disable all? Push, yeah. Okay, so pragma warning push. No, not that. Right, that's how we do it. And then pop. and then disable all. I don't know, how do we disable all warnings? Oh, push 0 and then pop. Maybe that will work. Okay, so we should have less now. Still so many. Don't even know if that worked. We'll have to do the same in render API. In these. And then pop. Let's keep it clean. There we go. And then build solution. Be less. Be less. I think that's less. That might be less. Maybe less. Let's do the big one. Let's do windows.h. Let's pop. Build solution? Is it build solution? Yes. Oh, it's still so many. Oh, did that not work? Okay, we're gonna have to do this the hard way, right? Oh, what suppressed me though? No, so push. Okay, and then what is it? Pronoun warning disable 5093, and let's already do 4668 as well, and let's see if that helps at least a bit. Did that help? I think it did. It didn't. What? Where was it included? Oh, render API.cpp. Oh, this might also include it. So let's do same things here. Oh, let's compile. Do we have single compile here? Oh, we don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I see you now. I see now. You're right. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be horrible. Did I not just build? Okay, there we go. Build solution. Oh no. It's render API.cpp. It's still doing that. I mean, does render API include anything else? Oh, these. Okay. Build solution. They should at least have those warnings. I still saw them. Oh no, that's different errors. Oh no. This is gonna be so unmaintainable. This is why you obfuscate it. That is why you hide it. And you as well. It's in 3 places. That's so bad. Whew. Okay, render API we're gonna leave. DirectX core. So you. Yes. Gonna be 461 as well. And 4 365. Okay, how far does that get us? I don't, the ones in render API I do need to fix. Okay, we're so close. Okay, that's so, oh no, never mind. Okay. These are also in 4625. Didn't I just type that one? No, apparently not. It's a lot less. Okay, we're getting there. It's not that bad, but we do want to get rid of this. Okay, there's another one, 4626. We do want to get rid of all of this. That's bad. Okay, let's get rid of this one already. So we need to push. Okay, getting rid of warnings. Oh, there's still so many. Oh my god. Oh, okay. It does seem all to be like kind of the same ones. Okay, foreign copy constructors deleted. What is the issue here? It's implicitly deleted because we have that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so then do delete copy. And not make a macro for this yet. Okay, we didn't. Okay, so let's do a copy and copy constructor time. Okay. Do I remember how to do copy constructor? I don't. With copy is const render API delete reference, but that's not const. Let's delete as well. And then do we do render API operator? That one is delete, and render API by const reference is also delete. That should get that off my back. It's one less error. There's only like 726 to go. Direct score, it's still in render API. It's probably this one. Oh, okay, so it might be. Okay, so let's also add the pragma push here. And then let's disable 4061. And 4365. And whatever all the other ones was, because it's gonna be the same ones here. I should technically not copy paste this, but I don't care. We do want to get rid of this. I cannot overstate this. This is so bad. Okay, that's 100 errors less. Alright, next error. This one. Rebuild. Oh. Move assignment is const. Did I make it const? No, I didn't. Wait, hold on. First of all, they're deleted, so it should be not that bad. But yeah, it shouldn't be const. That's a good catch. Yeah, it shouldn't be const. You're right. Good catch. Thanks. That's the it's the downside of trusting your autocomplete. Also, no, I mean. It's been a while. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, possible loss of data. Oh no, that's actually my issues. Okay, so this is going from an int to a float, so we need to static cast it to a cast it to a float. There we go. And same for you here. See, and this is the errors you should technically catch. Okay, and then this, I could write annihilation from parentheses values. Can't I just do that? Yeah, okay, I thought so. And this as well. There we go. That's already those issues solved. Let's see. Rebuild. I just tried to enable some warnings. That's all this stream has been. It's me setting up CMake and finding warnings. Okay, next one. What? Conversion from int to uint. Oh my god, is that a uint? Oh, it's not even showing at me here. It's great. Uint. Height will probably have the same issue, so let's just already get ahead of it and fix it. There we go. Oh, it's gonna be so many. Okay, there's, oh god, there's 631 errors. Let's go. Ah, there's more. Frame index from, let's see, you went to whatever this takes. This is uint, right? And it's converting it to an int. So let's static cast that as well. At least that way it's checked. Oh, num cost technically kind of be okay most of the time, so it's all fine. Okay. Build solution. 630, we got one less. Oh, the highest reference. Yes, I knew about this one. This is one I added to test if it works. Let's see. Oh, don't press enter. There was one more, I think. Oh yeah, then we need to do this. So delete this, thank you very much. That's one less. There's still 600 errors to solve. I mean, okay, 629. You're getting there. The following was treated as an error while completing, delete of an abstract class. Oh my god. It's a pointer, I have to delete it. It's an abstract class. It has this, it's not abstract. It's not abstract. Oh, it's not delete, is it? I don't need to call delete, I need to call release. I'm an idiot. That's the whole point. So let's yoink this, put it in the inline file. It's this, right? And then it's set, not that, set. And then we need the template as well. Boop, there we go. Set the pointer. There we go. Whew. See, I did the move constructor here correctly. Okay, so that's a bunch of what did I do wrong here? Wait a minute. It's called set, right? Void. Oh, I forgot the void. Oh boy. It's getting late. I mean, it's a bad excuse. Yes, creating my own game engine is definitely kind of reinventing the wheel. That is correct. But it is a good learning experience. Plus, the gaming engines that do exist out there are basically general ones, generic ones. Like Unity, you can build anything with that. Godot, same thing. Unreal, I mean, it has a preference, but still, you can basically do everything with it. So, if you want to make a game engine for a specific type of game, you still need to do it yourself. But honestly, I mean, Unity and Godot are mostly just incredible anyway, so there's no really need to do it. The only one I want to do is, first of all, I do think it's just very interesting to completely make it from scratch, learn everything there is to learn about it. And yeah, that's also brings me to my second point. It's just, I want to be able to say that I wrote like a full game engine and made a game with it. We're still compiling render API and it's failing. Because there are still, how many is it? 628 errors. And they're mostly in third party. So let's disable this warning as well. Not sure if that's in the right one, but oh well. Don't need to rebuild technically, but oh well. Okay, how many did we get rid of? Oh, well, a little bit. We only just removed like 500 warnings from the code base. That's fine. Following a street, there's an error. This pop doesn't have. Yep, let's add the push in there. I don't know why I did that. Okay. Like, I know this is crazy to do, make a game engine. I know it's crazy. But the satisfaction I will get when I finish the game engine in like 17 years, it's gonna be great. Either way, I mean, programming is interesting in itself. Having to see what the unreferenced inline function has to be removed. It's never used. Okay. Wait, it's never used. Why is it never used? Okay, let's just comment it out for now, because I do know I'm gonna have to use that in the future. There's a lot of errors I don't know. Okay, output stream has one? Oh my god, where did I include output stream? In window.h, window.cpp? Is there output stream in here? Windows.h. Huh? I don't think I have a win. What? I might be in this one. 417. It has to be that one. Yeah, and this is why you don't want to use third party, by the way. You don't want to disable all of that. Wait, this is not the one I wanted to add the error to. Yoink this. It's in this one. There we go. Oops. See, I have this issue. Every day at work, I'm using a QWERTY keyboard. But then I come home, I want to program on my own, and then I'm working on an AZERTY. So everything is in the wrong place. Oh, it's not this one. What? What? Where is this included? Oh, in unique pointer. But, oh, it is still render API that's compiling. What? What? Huh? Does this have output stream? It does have output stream. Okay. So we're gonna also yoink this. Put it in here. I don't know why there's an extra one here. Push. Pop as well. And what was it? 700 and a bit. 417. Build solution. Let's see how much we get rid of now. It was quite a lot of them. Oh, 20 of them. That's better. for 7-Eleven. Oh wait, no, that's actually a me issue. Oops. Structure selected for automatic inline expansion. What does that even mean? Let's look that error up. I don't understand one. That might be one that we actually disable. Or we figure out how to get rid of it. Where's my... this one? Boop. Compiler warning that. So if OP2 is enabled, inlining is performed at the compiler's questions. Warning is informational. Okay, so this warning is just informational, so we can just remove this one. So in our compiler flags, right? Oh, I closed the file. I don't care which one it was. We're gonna make a disable warnings part. Oops. Disable warnings. And then in here, I don't remember what the command for it was. Well, I have it open. Disable specific warning. Warning disable WD. And then what's the syntax for it? Is it just WD and then the number? Yes. Or was it 4711, I think? Inline not specified for inline not specified function not God typing function not specified for inlining informational. That shouldn't be a warning. But there we go. Now we do rebuild solution and it should be off by default and we shouldn't have it. Oh God, invalid. Okay, it's a small w, isn't it? It is a small w. It's so weird that this means it's unrecognized. That means that's so weird. Oh, well, rebuild. It's so weird that that means that. Okay. 20 warnings left. We're getting there. We also get 417 again. What is 417? Is it also one we can disable? Let's see that. It is at level 4. This function was marked as inline, but the compiler didn't inline the function. This might actually be... what's the function that's complaining? Oh, it's because this is not inlined. Inlining is enough to comply with it. Compiler will insert spectrum mitigation. Okay, that's, I think, the last one we still have. Okay. It's not inlined for some reason. Do I know why? I have no clue. Do I care? Kind of. This is marked for inline, right? So why is it not? Probably because of this. No, throw is, it's the throw exception. That's the issue here. Right. I guess we can just add that to render API and then it will be fine. So let's do that. Let's make a private void throw if failed. There we go. That made it a everything ourselves. And then we're gonna just yoink this, remove it from here, and then put it at the bottom. Why not at the bottom? And then we'll just make it a class, a member function. There we go. We technically could do a const reference to an age result, but I guess it's just an int, so it's fine. But oh well, just because it's a type def, it's fine. Throw a failed, that should all work. We can make it const. Now we can also make it const here. Build solution, that should get rid of that one. 19 warnings left. We are getting there. There was like 705 minutes ago. Still get 417. I don't want this to be inlined. What is it complaining about? Is it just a cout that it's complaining about? I thought I disabled it. Okay, we'll have to check. What was it? 14. Function if it mixes that, so function to copy construct objects. It's probably this. But it shouldn't inline anything here. This should not be an inline function. Okay, let's disable this warning globally then. I mean, it's off by default. Maybe enable again? It should probably be enabled. I'll make a note of it that we should enable it again. At some point. Okay. Rebuild. And I think it's just like the Spectre warnings left. Oh no, there's, yeah, the warnings for Spectre. So let's see what that is about, because I don't know what that is about. You can also close this and that. Compiler will insert Spectre mitigation for memory. Let's just see what patterns in your code cause Spectre mitigation. What is Spectre mitigation? Spectre vulnerabilities. What the hell are Spectre vulnerabilities? They affect many operating systems. You know. Ugh. It's initiated because Spectre option only works on optimized code. So okay. Let's see where this gets added. I'm guessing. Oh, that's a weird place to edit. What's this? Oh, it's all the throw it fails because I'm guessing the exception. And that's a trust boundary. So it's that exception that's the issue. I could assert. I could make an assert. I don't have assert yet, do I? No, I don't. Okay, no. Assert is for another time. Is it bad to enable? Q Spectre is available, huh? All version of Visual Studio. Output option code to mitigate Spectre variant 1, bound checks. Okay, since it's only used in the exception, which is the exceptional case, I will just enable Spectre, which I'm not sure what it will do. Well, I know it's to prevent some kind of weakness, so that's why we'll leave it on. Don't think. Type 1 mitigation. Right, what is it? Abilities. And then rebuild solution. Please tell me you have 0 errors. We don't. Why don't we have 0 errors? Spectre medic life are required for this project. Okay, we can't do that. So Spectre mitigation. And I'll put a question mark in it. It doesn't have to be on, but I need to know what the error number is. 547. That's 5045. It's completely different from what I said before. Okay, rebuild. Oh my god. Oh, I was so happy. Get handle is not a member of what? What? Main.cpp, where are you? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Of course I knew we needed get handle. Huh? How did that happen? Project. Engine, application, there we go. Okay. Where's the window clause? Okay. Get handle. There we go. Let's see what it does now. Hello, welcome to the stream. Unreferenced inline function has been removed, but it's referenced. It is referenced. Why is it? I mean, literally it references. What? This makes no sense. Okay, let's look up this error. Let's see what it is. Welcome to the stream. We're making a game engine. Currently, I'm enabling all warnings, except for like 3 or 4, because they're purely informative and they're just annoying. Optimize remove the inline function that is not called. Yeah, I know this is not called, but it is called in my case. It's a. I mean, this is weird. I literally call this. It's private. Has this. Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean it's not called? Huh? It's a private. confused about this. This is a function that's not called when it's clearly called here. How? This, I mean, how? Can't handle unread file has been removed. It's on member function. That's vector mitigation. Did I already close it? On member function? That's clearly called. I mean, okay, fine, let's let's just make it, I guess. I mean, a handle is just an int, so we can just do this, and maybe that will fix it. It doesn't. Okay, great. I don't get why. Because this is clearly, oh, it's a more aggressive inliner, isn't it? Let's see if we can disable that. Where's the more aggressive inline? OB2 is already fine enough, so let's do that. And then rebuild. Nope, nope, still there. Okay. That is used. It's considered more of it is not that. Okay. Well, let's just do false positive. No, that's not the one I want. Okay, let's disable it. It looks like false positives. So let's disable it. I don't need this. Ah! I closed everything. Whew. We're back. And you as well. Okay. We're safe. Whew. I was risky there for a second. I'm kidding. Okay, so we need to, what was it? Disable that warning. Was it unreferenced inline function? Lots of false positives. There we go, and it's warning number. Let's see, 4514. Rebuild solution. Please tell me we're done with errors now. Apparently not. Oh, it's the main ones. Okay. Comment this one. Not that. Okay, let's just do. Oop, oop, oops. You. And you. Don't I have to give you to something? Ah, well. Build solution. What? We got a build. Do we still have a triangle? I'm waiting for it to pop up. I didn't see it pop up. There's an exit code. Oh god. Where does it break now? Oh, on that release. Ugh. Oh, because we don't have sent anything yet. Okay. So let's go back to our unique pointer. If pointer is valid, Then we're gonna release it. Otherwise, we're gonna leave it as is. There we go. Build solution. That works fine. Can we debug it? Oh! Boom! Triangle. I'm a genius. Okay, that's all done. Great. So that's compiler options done. We still have linker options to worry about. So we got this file done, right? So if we do a little bit of a recap, we added our configurations here. We only have debug and release at the minute, which is fine. Mostly we're working in debug anyway. We made 3 helper files, one with some useful functions to add like libraries and add like compile options, add an executable as well. And then we have our compiler options set up here. And I still want to finish the linker options as well. I don't think we'll have that many. So I think the linker options are in added in version 4.3. We could do link flags. Ooh, that would be useful. But I'm not sure what CMake we have installed. What's the required CMake actually? Do we have 3.25? We might want to look into a bigger version. Either way, we don't have that, so we need to worry with this one. So we have that, so we kind of have to do the same here, which will be here. So we copy this, add link option, and that will be it. It'll be the same option basically, but I mean, same thing. Copy this. There. Oh. That's a join now. Yeesh. We technically don't want to do that. Okay. So we don't have anything here yet. Let's do link flags. Link flags here as well. Here as well. And then this is where it's gonna be interesting. I don't think that will work anymore because we need to set them empty first, right? And then we can do list join append. This is gonna be weird. Okay, so for a setup, so we have these two, right? So first of all, we're gonna do in here, we're gonna put that one set to empty, just this. Same with the debug flags. We should make a function for that as well, but don't worry about it. Then the CMake compiler options, we not joining, well, we are joining them into that and then appending them. Great question. Because this will just put it in here. But we also need to add our compile options, or linker options in there. So that's a bit annoying. That would be so much more useful. Either way, okay, so that way we need to, we've cleared this, so now we just need to fill it in with that. So we can do a string append, maybe. Let's do a CMake string append. So it's a string, and then we join. and we can do the input and then maybe that will work. Let's try that. So we're gonna do that. So first we're gonna do that into compile facts string. Also same for debug. This is so bad. We need to fix it at some point. Okay, so we got the strings, and then we're gonna join with a space. The CMake compile flags for debug, which will be this and this, and then same for release. Let's see if that works first before we do anything else. Right? Rebuild. Does that work? Maybe. Let's disable a warning to see if it works, because now we should get warnings. We didn't, so it didn't work. Okay, bad. Okay, message. Show me what's in there. Oh shit. You, the release flags. What's in there? Wait. Did it not print it? Oh. String. Join. And then we need the strings. So it's this. I think it's this. Maybe this will work. That might make sense. It's always interesting to see how CMake does. Okay, that does that. Okay, so now if we disable a warning, rebuild, warnings. No. I mean, it does print them out correctly. It is the correct flag. Should it still be list join? It might still be need list join. No. String. That makes more sense. I don't get it. And the debug flags? It should be still the same. Rebuild solution. All of these. Huh? Oops. Let's disable all of the warnings. They should still, like, give me warnings. It's not adding the flags anymore. So it can't be string. I'm so confused here. Join. And let's go back to how it was. Okay. And then it might be these two that's giving the issues. Okay. Compiler options. So if we disable this, rebuild, it will crash. Huh? This is how it was before. What do you mean it works now? It doesn't work now. Huh? Okay, yeah, I still got my triangle, but why? Huh? This should give me like a bunch of compiler warnings. I don't have anything in here. CMake helpers. I've got this set up. There should be link flags. This is... Oh. You... Oh. I can't do this yet. Of course it wasn't working. We were doing that. Ah, okay. So let's go back to copying this. Right, let's do string. I made a stupid mistake by adding this already in there, so it's just emptying it afterwards. Okay, and then we're gonna do a string, which also does a join, and I don't remember what the syntax is. Clue, out variable. Okay, so clue, which is that one, out variable, which is that one, and then that and that. Oops. That and that. And then it should be this, and then that and that. And then we can remove this, we can duplicate that, and then change the release by debug. And copy that one there. And now we just need to set these as well. So let's just copy that, put them in here. Do a set, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of this by doing that, and that. Okay, and then rebuild, and we should get errors. If we get errors, it will be good. Oh, there we go. And now if we disable all of these, errors be gone. Rebuild. There we go. Okay. And now we can kind of follow the same structure here by doing this, but changing it by link flags debugs. Oh, we actually don't need to do this, which is great. I can just get rid of this apparently. Because that will, oh yeah, that will just put the string in there. That's great. Yeah, it will just be a list of, oh, that's perfect. And we'll just concat everything. Oh, that's great. So we did that, we did this. That's a string join on the same things. That's all fine. Debug flag, release flags. Okay. We did set these, so now we do add HP, add link option. And this is where I need to find out what the linker options are. Great, link options. MSVC link options. Alabine, hahaha. I don't know if we need any. Process module, delay, DLL, entry, export. I don't need any of these. Heap, don't know that. Link, include incremental. Oh, that might be interesting. Lip off, don't need any of this yet. Controls link or optimization. Ooh, that might be an interesting one. Do we need a PDB? Don't think so. Not yet, at least. Release, no. Stack, subsystem time, verbose. Don't need that. Maybe to treat linker warnings as errors? Maybe. And I made some functions and they did have reference. When the used in the command line, the linker defaults to optimize ref IC. So we have the option between optimize ref, which will remove that. So let's do that already. And we'll do that in release. And no, not in debug. Okay, so in release, we will remove unused refs. Makes sense, right? Iterations. I think that's okay, and then I'll be here. Okay, so let's just specify all three of these as well. By default, it's all three enabled in release, so let's do that. ICF and LBR. ARM optimizations. It doesn't really apply to me because I don't have an ARM processor, but oh well. Identical content folding. And that's that part. Okay, so we specify also this one in debug and release, which is warning as errors. There we go. I think that's all of those we need. Linkers. What's a little bit simpler, I think. Oh. Still compiles. Still runs. Still have a triangle. Great, I think that's actually all we have time for today though. My back is getting a bit stiff. And I mean, we've been into the, been getting really deep into CMake and setting all of these things up. I think next week we're actually gonna do some programming. I'll make a plan on how I want to structure everything. That would be a great idea to have an actual plan of what to do next. Oh, great. Either way, let's try and commit this with, let's say, let it changes. There's one inversion file, which is a new text document. That's wrong. Where the hell is that? We have more files in here. Hold on. Let's reload this. There's more inversion files. Yes, that makes sense. So got all of these three. Got all of these, and we're gonna call it basic CMake infrastructure. Wait, commit and push. There we go. Yes, push it to main. There we go. Boom, done. Everything of my, all my changes are saved now, which is great. We still got this thing working. Still got a triangle done. Next week, I think still we're gonna work on the architecture. It's taking a long time to get this correct, but once this is correct, we can actually start working on like getting meshes in there, maybe even starting working on like the gameplay side of things, right? Because we're focusing on graphics at the minute. So the goal for next week will be to get our render API correct, to also obfuscate the windows and DirectX. So for that I need a decent plan, and that will take some time. I'll write out what I all want. I might show it on stream next week. We'll work on that, and then we will finally have the same, well, we still have the same triangle we had 2 weeks ago, but it will be so much better code side, so much more for just for expansion, right? We added some functionality in CMake now that we can easily add a project that will all have the same compile settings. We will all know like a little bit more. We have a better safety net, right? If we have an error, if we have a warning, CMake will already enforce us to fix it before we can actually submit or run anything, which is great. But yeah, same triangle as a couple weeks ago. That's all. But that doesn't mean we didn't do much progress this week. We did a lot of progress, a lot of the more nitty-gritty boring stuff, but it has to happen. We're making a game engine from scratch. There will be more boring moments as well. And then next week I will do some actual real coding. But for now, I will see you next time. Had fun in going in chat ranting about Rust. Well, at least just defending my opinion of C++ and that it's not going to be obsolete. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week. Okay, where's the... It's on my other side now. It's still weird that I have to look to the right. I'm not used to that. Either way, that's the correct button this time. So yeah, I'll see you all next week.